Night, fellow punchers. The clock on the wall is 20 minutes past 10 on Tuesday night, back at base again. Missing in action last night, was in a heap yesterday evening, tired. So I put up the video that I had sort of saved on a night that I wouldn't be, I'd be missing. Late night the other night, as you may guess. What I think we'd done the video at a quarter to 12. It was probably a quarter past before it was up. I've no idea what time we finished that, but I had to get help opening the door to where I was staying. One of those keypads again. I had a key got earlier, but you had to go this code. And there's no light outside of any of those places at all. So a younger man with a light on his phone opened it for me or got in. Collapsed on the bed. Woke up a few hours later in a muck of sweat. Radiator on fire. And I was on fire. So tried to make a drop of tea at a quarter to 8 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Boiled the kettle, put the sugar in the tea bag and the hot water in. No cow. Cow gone missing. No milk. So I had to abandon that and got out of Dodge before 10 because the parking man might be around. I was on the main street. So no place to get breakfast in. There was a couple of spots I used to be in before, and Christie's wasn't open. It was 10 past 10. I went to Spare, coffee and a sausage and a couple of hash browns. Had them out of my fist and away out of Dodge. I got home in the afternoon. Had to pull in outside Gort, sleep for half an hour. To do the one thing about the Listowel boys, they take their football serious and they take their horses serious, but they're not too bad at the drinking either. They put a man under pressure. But we battled hard and we got out of there safe. So till the next time, good night was had. Today we had two that I put up. Listening to Philip Rothwell before the race, he was very worried about the going for pleasure of pressure. You could see that they were trying to get him into a place. Bit better ground, that horse will win a race. It's only a 5-year-old, isn't it? Ran well. 7-1 SP. Bit of profit. And then we had one Sarab Star running at half 5 Wolverhampton. I couldn't believe that opened up at 9-2 yesterday evening. Missed that. Had a few pound at 100 to 30, and I said I'd wait and do it with BOG this morning. And when I went on at half 8, it was into 13-8, draw 4-5. That was a bit unlucky in Kempton the last time to a decent horse. That was a decent race. It won't go up an awful lot, but it'll be competitive again. To the front running performance tonight was good. So I made a few pound anyway. For winning a few pound, we're not losing a few pound. On to tomorrow. I have had a couple that had written down there that when I'd be watching them, they were sort of on the go, and they just happened to be all tomorrow. Where are we first? We're mile 5, 66 yards in Chelmsford City. There's a 3-year-old there, Belle, Amie. Now, it's weak on the exchanges, I noticed. David Menugier. Wouldn't have that many runners this time of the year on the go. But I had it sort of, look at it there, 2 runs with the handbrake on to get a mark of 53, giving a break then at the end of June until September, 3 months off nearly. Second then at 28-1. It was an improved run the last time. And stepping up an extra furlong tomorrow, no bad thing. We'll just have a peep at it. What else will we do? It's him here. David Egan. Um, riding it that day. Billy the Kid up tomorrow. Win bet. To Southwell or Southwell. Horse had done us a couple of turns last spring, Berkshire Whisper, including winning on Good Friday. That was at Newcastle. Needs a break. It was off a good while. Oh my God, 159 days. It needed a run first time out. I'm going with one each way that had a run and was a bit unlucky when making a run last time. Got chopped off a bit and was coming back from a bit of a layoff. Um, has won in Kempton over 6 of 75. Ran in decent races there. Beating Prince of India is solid for him. We'll keep an eye on this. He sort of nearly goes down, and I know what happens to him. He goes down and he nearly. Look at this here. He went down there. He lost his step or clipped heels or something. He was lucky he didn't come down on his hole, but he lost momentum. Lost momentum there. He should have been up alongside him. But I looked at it a few times and I can't know what happened. But he rallied again and he ran on. But he should have been up here somewhere. He should definitely have been second in that if he had got the run when he was making it. But he was lucky didn't finish up on the deck. It's a decent race. I've Dubai. That done us a turn before, but I think it needs more cut. It's his first time on all weather, I think, isn't it? Um, Berkshire Whisper, I think, needs Newcastle as well. Or the old Southwell would have done, and there was a cushion in the ground. There is a mile race here. There was one when I seen it. This is a 0 to 60. Zabeir gets in under the mark. The cat beside me. Where did you come out? It's rated 59 now. But if you look back, won in maiden in Dundalk. It's the only time to run in Dundalk. Of 7, it was 72 that time. It went up in the numbers. And we were on it once when where was it? The ground went against it, I remember. Somewhere back here along the way. It could have been this day. The third in Leopardstown, but it was over 7. Had a run here, but the heavy ground is not suitable. I went up £3 for that. Now it creeps in under the 0 to 60 bracket here, and a decent run tomorrow and go over out of that bracket. So you'd imagine the McDonough's in the place. Mile, I know he's drawn wide, but if they come up the stand rail, so if he can get off to a decent position, he's smart enough, he's at it long enough to be at it. A couple of them there has ran before, and it could be sort of. Kinsler's done all right. Win bet on that. Shorties Double. There was 2. I had Marsh Reynolds out tomorrow. A bus horse. I'll look at it in a second. We'll look at it now. But I'm awful afraid that it won't run because it needs heavy ground. It has won for us at least twice, if not 3 times. Again, that was bought out of Willie Mullins from the Joe Donnelly colours for 100 grand, and it has one of the listed races. The last time I think there was 30 for it. We were on it there in Thurles when it came over onto soft ground. Went out in front, give a great exhibition to jump on that day. Stay here, was great, and New Toxeter as well. Heavy ground. It was pulled out a couple of times. When it ran in Cheltenham that time, it was good ground. It done a decent race behind Limerick Lace. Hasn't ran since this race last year, and it won beat Apple away. That was soft ground. It has been pulled out before on good results. So if the ground is drying out, um, they won't run it, I would imagine, because they'll be afraid of an injury. So one in the first race needs good ground. Is Brixson. That has ran its worst races with cut in the ground. It won a bumper or ran a bumper first time out, but it ran well the last day. Came from off the pace. Hadn't ran for nearly a year. So with improvement, it should be hard beaten. And similar applies at Wetherby to a horse Spadestep. That went out in front at Aintree the last time it ran. And a horse that we backed in Cheltenham that would have won, I thought, if it didn't fall at the last, Jordan's Cross, came to collar it after the last. Now, I would imagine it would have traded short enough and running, coming to the last. It was well ahead, but the run will bring it on. I'd imagine Quantric Hills is the danger, probably. But they'd be the Shorties Double. Quantric Hills, that had a decent run the last was a 4-year-old. Gets the weight allowance. What he gets, £7. Oh yeah, this is it. We might as well, sure. Or that's nothing else. That's basically about in front. This is Jordan's Cross back here.